to a Rembrandt, like here. You get to a Rembrandt like about here, about 2-3 feet away from Rembrandt. You look at it and say, what a mess! What garbage! I can't believe this thing looks coherent when I get a distance from it. But then you get back away from it like this. It's about 15 feet, which should be about here. And how do I know that? You can measure that. It's about 15 feet. So you're about 15 feet away from a Rembrandt. Man, does it look gorgeous. It looks beautiful, absolutely incredible. How did he know, looking up close, how good it was going to look from a distance? Practice, practice, practice is the only answer. That's really the only thing. Experiential levels. That's what gives you that answer. So here, you get a little distance from this. Doesn't it look interesting? Yeah. That's fun, huh? We're going to have issues. The issues are going to be issues of composition and issues of relative values and all kinds of things. Right? That looks really nice right there. It's really a great start on something. Now, let's look at this one over here. Let's take a piece over here. Look at it close up, this is going to be absolute garbage, I promise you. But you look at it from a distance, and the eye starts to look at it, and the brain starts to play with it, trick brain starts to play with this, and put detail where there isn't any, and draw things in where there's nothing there, and imagine things that aren't in the thing at all. And everybody will have a different answer. Have you ever been to court? Anybody ever been to court? You know, as a, what do you call, jury duty? Okay, and have you ever been to a traffic accident court case where there's 7 witnesses? There's 7 totally different stories. Every witness has a different view, a different angle, but also a totally different story. What happened? Oh yeah, well, you know, she crashed into him from behind. No, he backed up into her. No, there was a third party involved. It's on and on. Most amazing things, because the mind plays tricks immediately. It really does. So look at this. Now let's go ahead and rip this to shreds a little bit here. Let's get it so you have a chance at humiliation. Not everybody, you know, everybody has their opportunity. So, what's wrong with this picture?
That's what they say.
Okay, what's right with it? What's right with it? What looks really good to you? Darks and lights. Yeah, it's got some good darks and lights in it. That it does have. Spacious. It's got nice values. Spacious. It's spacious. That's good. Okay. Yeah. Okay. It's spacious. It gives you the feeling of space. Okay. It's positioned in the right plane. Yes. What else?
There's a lot of foreground.
There's a lot of foreground here. She might be wanting to develop that. You know,
oh, yeah.
Just go in here.
It's very balanced, but not asymmetric.
Okay. What's wrong with this? What's really wrong? What's so wrong that she needs to actually correct it to the next piece?
Over on the
First of all,
side.
the difference between light and dark occurs right in the middle.
Well, that might be on the way to correct it. We don't know how far she's going to go with this yet. She's in the middle.
Can't see the distance.
You see this thing here? This thing here? What is that? It might be a mesa. It might be a mesa. We don't know what this is, but on top of that, well, there's a simple way to fix that. Change the perspective. Hey, here's an example. I'll show you this. Because this is an interesting problem. Oh, isn't it? Now, let's put our mesa here. If we put our mesa like this, it's going to be over the horizon. So we might put it a little forward of the horizon like that. Or we might put it over. But do you see what happens when you do this kind of blocky thing? So what you might want to do is, even if it were square onto you to begin with, why not give it some kind of shape? Put a leading edge This is what I always recommend. And if this was a mesa or a house or whatever it is, I would approach it from that standpoint of putting a leading edge there. Give yourself a little bit of drama instead of making it flat on, see, like a cookie box. Like you don't want to make it look like two stacked Girl Scout cookie boxes, which is what you have. So then you start digging into it a little bit and give yourself an opportunity to develop this stuff out. And then here you're going to have places where the mesa will have runoff. Don't make it exactly even, though. So you want to have more runoff in there. And give yourself a chance to put some darks in there. And then make, if this is going to be a little darker, make this side very light. So you're going to have a few runoffs in there too, but make it very light. Or if you make this very light, it's probably advisable to make your background dark, but don't forget you've got this dark also, so this value is going to have to be significantly different from the value you put there to make that work. Now as you work up in here, I'm going to put clouds here. There aren't any clouds in these things usually. But I'm going to put some in there anyway. And here's, what do you have in there beside the room? Oh yeah, okay, so we'll put something in here which will take us out here, and there'll be pueblos in here, we'll put in things and so on. And so then we have big sky. And now you can make the sky white if you want also. But whatever you do, you want to make it so it's not the same value as what you have going on down there. So what you want to do is you want to contrast light and dark extremely. You want to actually make the eye look and see, oh yeah, that's not that thing. Don't let the, even though when you look at the adobe and you look at the mesa, they're really close in value to the sky. Cheat it. Don't leave them that way, because the eye will just blend those things in. It won't actually see it. So you have to actually give the eye more to see than is there. That's called the magic of misdirection, and it misdirects the trick brain. The trick brain is the brain that sees things that aren't there and imagines things that aren't there and goes into levels of fantasy about the art. And what you really want to do is send the heart into a different level, a different plane of existence in a way. You want to elevate the heart of the viewer and touch the heart of the viewer. So you want to do that by tricking the brain so much that the brain gets out of the way and the heart takes over. Okay? All right, keep going, keep going.